told your friend you're not okay.
Pop news is back with news that has shaken the global entertainment world once again. A simple post from V. Taehyung suddenly transformed into the center of theories, visual analysis, and massive speculation among fans and media alike. In just a matter of hours, a single nighttime photo full of light reflecting off the surface of water has sparked worldwide discussion, seemingly opening a new chapter in the story of the enigmatic artist. While seemingly quiet, gentle, and devoid of any overt intent, the public sees a hidden message that goes far beyond the serene aesthetic of the night. The photo depicts a line of colorful lights reflecting off the still water, with no faces, no emotional captions, and no clues whatsoever. However, it is precisely because of this simplicity that theories have emerged from various directions. Many questioned the choice of moment. Why now? Why such an emotional visual nuance? Korean media began discussing the classic symbolism of nighttime lights and water, often used in film and music to symbolize introspective moments, inner journeys, or the beginning of a new creative era. Everything seemed to lead the public to one possibility. Was this a subtle hint at a major project he was secretly preparing? Longtime fans knew that Taehyung was more than just an idol. He was a visual artist who consistently used Instagram as a personal gallery, where each post contained a spirit, feeling, and a hidden message. Every angle, color, and composition seemed designed with the sensitivity of a storyteller. So when he chose light reflections as his wordless language, many were convinced that it wasn't just a beautiful image, but an emotional expression conveyed in a way that only those who followed his artistic journey could understand. The calmness of the water, the gentle ripples, the gently changing colors in the dark of night, all felt like metaphors for the mood he was slowly revealing to the world. The timing of the post was deemed too perfect to be a coincidence. Rumors of global activities and a solo project that had begun to surface again led the public to believe that Taehyung might be deliberately building the atmosphere before a major surprise. Not an announcement, not an explicit teaser, but a faint whisper enough to pique the curiosity of millions. When a short post can spark such widespread speculation, it's a sign that this silent strategy may be more powerful than overt promotion. Some entertainment analysts even linked the post to comments from a renowned international director who recently praised BTS's performance. This praise was seen as validation that Taehyung's artistic quality had reached international cinematic standards. If a visual maestro deemed his performance so dramatic and emotional, it's natural for the public to begin to imagine potential cross-industry collaborations. Furthermore, the visuals from that night's post felt highly cinematic, as if they were fitting for the opening scene of a film or music video with a world-class artistic touch. The color palette in the photo, a mix of purple, blue, and gold, is often associated with classic romance, a vague warmth, and a subtle melancholy. Such a combination perfectly matches Taehyung's soft, deep, and soulful vocals. This has led some fans to believe that if this post is part of a covert promotional strategy, it's one of his most astute moves yet. No words, no video, no release schedule. Yet the atmosphere and expectations were already building. From a business perspective, the effect was remarkable. Every emerging theory became a form of free engagement that strengthened Taehyung's position as a global brand. His name and image once again dominated discussions, without the need for aggressive promotional efforts. This is the power of a superstar who understands how to use atmosphere as a communication tool. For the music industry, this subtle strategy is even more effective because it creates long-lasting curiosity rather than fleeting hype. Furthermore, several sources also mention that emotional concepts like this have significant commercial value in the global music industry. Mellow songs with a cinematic approach often stay on international charts longer than seasonal hits. If Taehyung is indeed pursuing this musical direction, it could be one of the most brilliant strategies of the year. Moreover, his increasingly mature and artistic image is making him increasingly sought after by the fashion and film worlds. And as if all the theories circulating among fans weren't shocking enough, the dynamics that emerged after that post brought public attention to something that had been rarely recognized: how Taehyung consistently shapes an era before it even begins. Many say that his posts aren't just code, but rather part of a larger pattern he uses to build a mood, tone, and artistic identity that slowly infiltrates his fans. Every phase of his career has begun with small signs like this, quiet yet meaningful, as if he were writing the prologue to a chapter that would later be called one of his best eras. The discussion intensified as analysts began discussing the connection between that night's post and recent developments in the Korean entertainment industry. In recent weeks, there had been an uptick in activity from several prominent musicians who had been absent for a while, and the public suspected this presented an opportunity for Taehyung to launch something different. The spotlight once again fell on his grasp of the moment, his reading of the industry, and his knowing when to make a move without seeming pushy. That night's post, though seemingly calm, was seen as a confident move, a sign that he didn't need any big gimmicks to signal a brewing storm. Across the global community, fans began to associate the reflection of light in the water with a visual style previously used in major, introspective projects. Interpretation after interpretation continued to emerge. Some called it a representation of a healing phase, others saw it as a symbol of longing, and still others linked it to the inner journey one must go through before embarking on something monumental. All of these theories may sound wild, but in a world that understands the depth of symbolism, nothing is truly impossible. Interestingly, speculation didn't stop at the musical aspect. Many began to notice how the post gave off a strong cinematic feel. They imagined the post was a small snippet of a visual storyboard that would appear in a film-style music video filled with nighttime atmospheres, city lights, water reflections, and slow-motion scenes that accentuated Taehyung's emotional vocals. In fans' imaginations, his baritone voice echoed through the quiet streetscape, creating a visual that lingered long after the video ended. The discussion heated up as several international media outlets revisited the praise received for his previous global tour. They argued that if his stage quality was already considered to be on par with international cinematic flair, then it wasn't impossible that the post was part of preparations for a project bigger than just a musical comeback. It was possible that a cross-disciplinary collaboration was being considered: music, film, artistic photography, all combined into a grandiose work that would depict his evolution as he matured, became more reflective, and increasingly dared to explore his deepest side. The public also began to notice how the intensity of the international reaction shifted from mere curiosity to intense anticipation. Every comment, every analysis, every emotional reaction from fans in various countries proved that a single post could trigger a wave far greater than expected. Social media algorithms once again placed his name at the top of global trends without a single official word. This was a unique phenomenon that could only be produced by someone who truly understood the power of visuals as a global communication tool. Behind all the silence, one impression was hard to ignore. Taehyung truly seemed to be building a new world. A world that was calm yet full of emotion, simple yet profound, mysterious yet warm. A world only those who have followed his artistic journey for a long time can understand. If that post is indeed the beginning of a new era, then the world is likely preparing to witness one of the most powerful transformations of his career. Many believe that when he chooses silence, it's not just silence. It's a stage being slowly built. It's the first notes of a song yet to be played. It's a small glimpse of a larger story being carefully woven. And his fans, accustomed to reading his wordless language, now wait with increasing curiosity. Whatever he has prepared, whatever form his secretive project takes, the world is ready.